Hey there, and welcome to the Giphplayer demo. During this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to use the Giphplayer software. So when we're logged into the dashboard, the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and create a new player. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that for now, and that's going to load up our settings to go ahead and create a new Giphplayer. First thing to do is give this a name. So I'm just going to call this test, and the next thing to do is to link to a GIF file. So I went over here to a website called Giphy and just grabbed a sample GIF file. I went ahead and I copied this link here. And we're going to head back over here to the software and we are going to paste that link just like that. Now, once we do that, it's going to load up a few different images that we can use as our preview image, similar to something you would see on YouTube. We also have the ability to connect our Dropbox account, our Google account, or our Amazon account so we can upload files that way instead. Going down a little bit further, we have our player settings. We can adjust the ratio, the width, the height. We can make it autoplay. We can delay the start time and stop it after a certain amount of seconds. We have the ability to make this responsive. And if I do that, you can see the other settings for the height and the width go away because it's responsive. We can automatically start the GIF once the file has been loaded. And then beneath that, we have some business features. So we have custom HTML below video. If we turn this on, we have the ability to add any HTML below our GIF. So this can be anything that you can imagine that can be in HTML format. So font, paragraphs, headlines, videos, buttons, sales pages, literally anything that you want to put below your video. We can do that and configure that here. Also, we have a Facebook pixel. If you would like to include your Facebook pixel with your GIF, you can do that as well by placing your pixel here. We have a CTA. This allows you to add a call to action on the GIF playback itself. So we have an image URL, a link that you want to link to if they click on that image. So we can put a big old buy now button right in the middle of our GIF, or a download button, or some arrows, or anything like that. We have some social sharing options where we can have some social sharing links beneath our GIF. We have a custom preview. If you don't like any of these images up here, you can upload your own image. That will be the preview image. We have the ability to upload a watermark to our GIF. And last but not least, we can change the color of the controls. So we have a bunch of different colors here to choose from. So let's go ahead and make some quick changes and see exactly what this looks like on our website. So I'm going to go ahead and make this responsive. For example, let's go ahead and turn on our social sharing. Let's just enter, Facebook.com right here. Let's go ahead and turn on Twitter and turn on Facebook. And we'll call this my handle here and some text. This is my text, just for example. Let's also add on some custom HTML below it. And instead of getting too fancy, let's center our text here. This is my awesome headline. And let's close off that centered text. And I think that's going to be good for the moment. Let's go ahead and save that. And once we have that saved, we have a secure code and we have a non-secure code that we can take and we can embed this anywhere we want. So I'm going to copy my secure code here. We're going to copy that. Now I'm going to close out of this. And when I close out of that, we can also preview exactly what this looks like without actually having to embed it on our website. But I'm going to go ahead and show you how to easily embed it and see what it looks like on my website. We have the ability to see how many times this has been viewed, the insights for this GIF. We can preview it, we can clone it, and then go in and make changes into our clone. We can edit the entire thing. If I click on code, that's going to pop up the code again for us. And of course, I can delete it. So I'm going to head over here to my WordPress website. I am going to go in here. I'm going to paste in my code that we had. Going to click on publish, and then we're going to preview this and see exactly what it looks like. So I'm going to click on view post here, go ahead and open this up, and once that loads, as you can see here, we have our GIF, we have the black control bars that we selected, we have my custom HTML that I used to put in this is my awesome headline, and we have our social sharing options down here at the bottom. And if I click on play here, it just quickly plays my GIF for me and it keeps repeating itself. Now, the great thing about this is I went ahead and I already embedded this into my website. Now, if I were to head back over here, go into edit, for example, and let's say I decided I do not want to use the social sharing options. I'm going to turn that off. And let's say I also wanted to change my control colors. Instead of black, I want to use orange. I'm going to click on save. Now the great thing is I don't have to go out and replace that code with a new code. It's going to automatically update for me. So let's head back over here. Let's go ahead and refresh this. And as you can see, we now have our orange control bar and we no longer have the social sharing options beneath it. All right, fairly simple to set up and extremely easy to customize and integrate into your website.